Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Saina Sofra binti Razali and my metric number is 265079. Today I will presenting my informative speech. My topic is problem faced by left-handed people. My specific purpose is to inform my audience about 3 problems faced by left-handed people. My central idea is the most common problems faced by lefties are finding a lefty-friendly chair, the eternal right-left elbow wall, and ink smudges. Did you guys know the former President of United States, Barack Obama, the artist Leonardo da Vinci with his famous painter Mona Lisa, and Prince of United Kingdom Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, are left-handed people? It's not always easy to be a left-handed person in this right-handed world. As a left-hander, I have daily problems using equipment designed for the right people. This is because there is only around 10% of the population in this world is left-handed, which means the most things are designed for righties, leaving lefties to fend for themselves. So today, I would like to share to the right-handed people, especially the 3 problems that we lefty face. Basically, as a student, the first problem that I face as a lefty is to find a lefty-friendly chair. As we know, most of university use a foldable study chair with writing pad in their small classroom. The foldable study chair with writing pad is used for students to take notes, do quizzes, and even used in an examination. The reason most universities like to use this chair is because it can save more space in the classroom. It's also convenient because students find it difficult to cheat, especially in quizzes and exam, because this chair is created one chair individually. I would say that this chair is designed for the right-handed people. Why do I say so? This is because the writing pad is on the right side. So how about those who write with their left hand, like me? In the classroom, I usually find it's hard for me to take notes, especially when I'm using this foldable chair. This is because I keep bumping my left hand with the person beside me as I'm taking the notes. If I'm lucky and there's no one beside me on the left side, then I will use the chair. The purpose of the chair on the left side is for me to write. But do you know what? Throughout my study along this 4th semester, I only get lucky for only less than 5 times. For this problem, I think the workers of company that involved in craft can start thinking to create a foldable study chair with writing pad on the left side. I think it's possible to create a foldable study chair with writing pad on the left side as we have one on the right side. The next problem that I face as a left-handed people is the right-left elbow wall. Well, this does not just apply to left-handed people, but also apply to right-handed people. That's why it's called right-left elbow wall. Well, every time this topic is arise, I feel a bit of suffocating and annoying. In my opinion, I think this problem is a never-ending problem. This is because as a left-handed people, we use our left hand in our daily basis to do things such as writing, using tools, and more. Well, same goes to the right-handed people. They use their right hand in their daily basis too. As a minority in this world, I usually communicate with right-handed people most of the time compared to left-handed people. So I frequently will have the right-left elbow wall. This right-left elbow wall usually happens when I'm writing. For example, in a lecture hall, I will sit at the end of left-hand side of the table. The reason why is because I want to prevent from this right-left elbow wall. If I sit at the right side or in the middle, my left elbow will collide with the right elbow person next to me. If this does happen, I will feel suffocating and annoying, and I bet the person next to me feel the same. Can you imagine? you are a right-handed person and the person next to you is a left-handed person. As you're taking notes, your elbow keep bumping with the person next to you. Won't you feel a bit annoyed and distracted? Well, that's what I feel every time it happens. But unfortunately, my view of the slide in front of the lecture hall was not as good as the one sitting in the middle. I wish I can sit in the middle, taking notes without bumping with the person next to me. Well, I bet when will that happen? As for this problem, I couldn't find the exact solution, but I think the lefties can distance themselves a little bit with the person next to them. I think with this solution, it can help to prevent the right-left elbow walk. The last common problem for left-handed people is the ink and pencil smudges. Well, this problem also can happen to the right-handed people that are writing with a very slow pencil or dry ink, but it is much more prominent for left-handers. Sometimes I just wonder, does this happen to the right-handed person when writing in Arabic? As a leftist, I tend to smear my hands on the paper while I'm writing, and sometimes the dirt get on my clothes without I realizing it. I tend to face this problem especially when I'm using a gel pen. The smudges will make me distracted from what I'm writing or from what I'm doing, and I tend to get emotional over nothing. For example, when I finish writing, I realized that my hand will full with ink smudges, and without realizing it, I had stained my clothes with paint ink. I find it really difficult to wash the paint ink that gets on my clothes, and it annoys me every time it's happened. For this problem, I suggest that the left-handed people can avoid using gel pen, and before you start writing, make sure that the ink is not melted. And be sure before you touching any objects, especially your clothes, please confirm that there's no ink at your hand, or else you will get emotional all the day. I bet that now the right-handed person that watched my video can feel how I felt all this while. And I also think that the left-handed person that watched my video can agree with me. There are many more problems that left-handed person face daily, but these three problems are the most common problems that I face, especially as a student. In the earlier of my speech, I have given examples of famous people that are left-handed. There are many more public figures and artists that are left-handed person. Being a left-handed person does not prevent us from success despite all the problems. I'm sure that the left-handed people in this world can overcome all the problems and strive for success. And maybe, who knows, one day, one of the leftists can create the friendly things for left-handed people. All we can do now is stop complaining and try to cope with the problems. This saying is not only for me, but for all of us that are facing any problems. I love this quote whenever I face difficulties. You will never know you can until you try it by yourself. I hope that this quote can give you motivation whenever you are facing any problems. That's all for me. Thank you. If you have any question, you can drop it at the comment section. Thank you very much.